I am a warm, friendly, honest and outgoing person, easy to get on with, who enjoys meeting people. My friends describe me as having a zany sense of fun. I'm as happy in wellies as I am in a beautiful dress. My work gives me lots of opportunity for chatting and I love it. I'm very happy spending time in my cottage, especially by the log fire, entertaining and cooking for my friends. It is great fun to be with my son, but I make great use out of every other weekend where I'm footloose and fancy-free.
Nice photographs.
Well, actually, I sent them about 6 or 7 photographs. And they put them in, and I think I have to sort of have that redone, because every time they fold it, that goes right to my face. Don't you think that one's not very good because of it?
Yeah,
I think they wanted to, she said to me specifically, show one of your figure, because that was the funny thing about it. When you go and meet somebody, I mean, how do you know? If they only give a profile, which is like up to, somebody only gives from here, what, a facial profile, and then you go and meet them and they might be 16 stone and you might be 8 stone yourself, so you're going to be a bit surprised. So she said men really like to see whether you're sort of enormous or what figure, and that's why they chose to pick this at the front. But I think that's a reasonable, nice side shot. But here I think it's really spoilt through that, so I'm going to have to say to Ken, I would like another picture put in the front there.
The type of person look for, this is your profile, someone outgoing, bubbly, lively and active with a good sense of humour and an optimistic approach to life.
Yes.
Isn't that what everybody's looking for?
Yes, I suppose it is what everybody is looking for, but I mean, they are major things. I mean, you've got to meet them, you've got to put something down, and that's, I mean, I wanted to put down boring and smelly people needn't apply.
Love is the sweetest thing.
Well, what are you doing?
Deb is the daughter of one of Tony's farm workers, and Tony's doing what he can to help her get a house.
Do you reckon with a bit of luck?
Hopefully.
Hmm?
Hopefully.
You've heard nothing?
Nothing.
We don't know. Nobody seems to know yet. But there are some spare ones. Just keep your fingers crossed. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to him in a minute.
All right.
See what he knows.
Do you think he knows
anything?
then?
What do you got? One room? Well, they've seen it. Yeah.
They've been at this
Alan,
morning.
what's the actual form?
Beg your pardon?
I mean, what are the chances some of the people who used to live in the village are coming back in again?
Oh,
Coming back again, big chances.
I'm hoping so, yes, most certainly.
Yeah.
And anyone.
I mean, people who've got a
you know,
handle.
I can name well, at least 3 people who I know are on the waiting list. And they're local people.
Local being local since when?
Born in Bentley.
Relatives
still in Bentley. Some of them, or one of them, in fact, may have been born around here somewhere.
I'll think about that one.
There
might be somebody.
Why is it so difficult for people to stay in the village, the younger people?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because all the properties, the small cottages and so on, have been bought up by people from the towns, from the cities. They've been extended and expanded. We have a station right on the doorstep, good service into London, so it's ideal for commuting.
Oh, no, you can't say that.
It's ideal for commuting to London.
It's the most pathetic service to London.
Well,
you go to London and you try and come back late tonight, you haven't got a hope in hell.
well, there's a
You've got to leave
half-hourly
London
service anyway. There's a half-hourly service at peak periods.
Cheaper to get a baby. Oh, it's a terrible service, this.
Just as things look in danger of overheating, like the US cavalry, Pinky arrives and calms things down.
This is a tale that never will tire. This is a song without end.
Right, here I've got John, and he is 40, 5'10" tall, brown hair, brown eyes. Sounds very nice. He's divorced and he's got 2 children, which I like, lives in his own house. The children live with the mother, fabulous, sales and marketing director. And here he is. And now I've seen the photograph as well, which is quite dark, but he's got nothing horrible about him, so I by now don't look at the pictures too much. but looks very nice, and everything that he says about himself is just great. There's absolutely nothing that I think, oh no, not for me. Not for me, this is him.
This is John. He's obviously interested in cricket because he's wearing cricket kit now.
Yes, but that's actually not the first thing he put down, is it? It's not the first sport he put down.
No, golf, tennis, squash, going to the gym.
Yes, that's right. And all sports.
To try in vain to build a hugely muscular body.
Yes.
But he's obviously not very muscular. Does that matter?
No, no.
It's a bit dark. You can't tell
It's
much
very
about
dark.
him, can you?
You can't. I mean, all I can say is he hasn't got a huge, great wart on the top of his nose, and he's not bald, and that's fair enough to me.
So where do we go from here?
Now, I want to ring him up and to make an appointment to go and see him, to make a date.
You have
arrange it.
decided to date him?
Yes, definitely.
We've heard nothing in the council about this letter you had, or whatever you call it.
Well, basically, all the village policemen were asked to...
There's been a village bobby here for as long as anyone can remember, and rumours of his possible demise are spreading like wildfire.
Where do these comments go back to?
Well,
Winchester?
they eventually are going to the Deputy Chief Constable, and he's been asked to make a decision on, a policy decision on whether beatmen, village police officers in Hampshire are going to stay, because Sussex have already got rid of theirs. They're gone. They haven't got any village police officers anymore. Now, some of the other forces, they're now considering that as well. They're looking at village police officers, and they're saying, do we keep them, or do we let them go? Do we allow them?
I think you want to keep the village policemen.
Well,
Every time.
I don't think it'll work.
What's your reaction to this?
I think it's very sad. I think that, I mean, the police have got a bad name, haven't they? Or had a bad name. Let's be honest about that. They've been through a rough period. And the worst thing you can do is to take your local bobby, as we called them once, in the village, out of the village, and you won't see anybody, and they won't see anybody. And here we have neighbours watching all the rest of it. I think it's very sad if they do it, and I don't think it's a move in the right direction. If the police want to get help and more, what's the word I want? Cooperation from the public, then they ought to put them here.
Have you heard of this suggestion?
Nope. Nothing. I've never even seen it in the papers.
For days and days among the trees I sleep and dream and doze, just gently swaying in the breeze, suspended by my toe.
Out in Tony's hop fields, it's time to examine the state of the crop with Debbie's father, Brian.
Yeah. Think about what? Oh.
Halfway, should be.
Just over halfway.
According to the tank.
You've got plenty of stuff.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's going all right.
Hops are far and away the most profitable part of the farm, and all their futures depend on a high yield.
Yeah, we've got to do something actually close. Yeah, all grown out.
Is it going to be a good harvest this year?
Lap of the gods, we could do with one. We could do. We had a bad one last year, a terrible year. And we've never known rain like it.
And the old green fly came in at the end, didn't it?
Yeah. Everything went haywire. All the chemicals we put on, and just wasn't the right year last year. The corn went wrong. We were hot picking and corn harvesting at the same time. And
But it's looking good now, isn't it?
fingers crossed. You tell me when it does look good, and you can take it on.
For days and days among the trees I sleep and dream and doze, just gently swaying in the breeze, suspended by...
The actual... Let's make a start anyway. Matters arising from the last...
There can only be one subject top of the agenda for the official village fete committee.
So, Cowpat Lottery. We have the cow, Claire, from David Hunt, the milkman, as last year. What I do need to know, would like to know, is how the selling of the squares is going. And there's a great silence. Three?
Can I have some to sell?
I knew you'd get your children in there somewhere, Campbell.
You have 61. I haven't got anything to sell.
Right.
I only want one square foot.
Oh, no.
You must be proud of her.
More than proud. She's my hobby.
people keep dogs and I keep a cow. I just can't describe what she means to me. I really can't. She's part of the family. Everyone loves her. No matter who sees her loves her because you can do what you like with her. She is kind and gentle. She is really kind and gentle.
And she craps well.
Let's hope she does. Let's hope she does, yeah. She's bound to perform. She's got to perform. Otherwise the tea's going to get cold. No, she'll perform all right. She's bound to. She's got to.
So, shall I ring him up?
Here we go, yeah. Why
Right,
not?
here we go. See if he's in. Have I dialed properly? Hello, John. Right, here I've got John, and he is 40, 5'10" tall, brown hair, brown eyes. Sounds very nice. He's divorced and he's got 2 children, which I like, lives in his own house. The person behind the face, he actually sounds very similar to me. Lots of similar things to me. So, shall I ring him up?
Here we go, yeah. Why
Right,
not?
here we go. See if he's in. Have I dialed properly? Hello, John.
Simi. Is that you? Is that really you?
Yes, it is really me. Definitely. Yes, we're going to get together. When can we get together?
How's about next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday evening. That might be a possibility. Let me just.
It's the first time Simi has heard John's voice. She was given his number by the dating agency. So far, so good.
8 o'clock. So where do you think we could meet?
Well, why don't you suggest somewhere? Why don't you tell me where and I'll be there.
Right. Well, it could either be the Checkers, it could be the Bull, it could be...
John certainly seems keen. He's quite happy to come all the way down from his home in London.
So I shall contact you again before that, just to make absolutely sure, and also to make sure that I've got a babysitter, because I haven't organised that yet. But apart from that, that would be great.
Okay, fine.
Really look forward to see you.
I'll be there.
All right then.
Okay.
See you then.
Okay.
Bye. Great.
What do you think?
Lovely. Great. I think it's fabulous.
Why?
It's really great. He's so easy to get on with. Really easy to talk to. Not awkward in any way. Offers to come wherever. I mean, absolutely, I have every trust and every eternal optimist I am.
Love is the sweetest thing. What a song.
I bought that.
I bought it.
I bought it and you haven't paid me back.
Up at Glade Farm, the Holmes family, as usual, is in heated discussion.
Well, I think you're very brave. I personally wouldn't be jumping out of an aeroplane unless the damn thing was on fire and I was kicked.
Tony's stepdaughter, Pom, is planning to jump out of an aeroplane at 12,500 feet.
Natural thing in the world to do.
Well, you have no choice, do you? They jump, you go with them, and before you know it, you're down.
Have you got to do any pre-training or anything? Have you just got to turn out and
No,
they're
I
going to run you
don't think so. I don't know. You have to know how to land and things.
When do you reckon? You're going when?
Well, when we come back from Cornwall, hopefully.
Yeah.
So it's only going to be for a day, so.
Well, you'll have to get up, you know, they'll probably train you for a little bit for half an hour.
No, because it's a tandem jump, so I don't actually have to do anything.
Well, pick a friend then.
Well, I have to pick someone who knows what they're doing. I'm not going to jump out with an amateur.
No, don't do that. No, pick your friends. No.
People do it every day, it'll be fine.
What? Do they?
Yes, of course they do. It's perfectly safe.
Well, I don't
It's
mind.
much safer to do something like that where they're so careful than, you know, walk across the road half the time.
That's about true, that is, yeah. Very true. Do you want to walk? Yes. Ideal.
What's a tandem jump?
When you go with someone who knows what they're doing, so you're strapped to them so you don't have to jump out and pull your sort of ripcord yourself. You go with someone who does it all for you, so you don't need any training or anything. You just literally
You got your
join
foot in the
yourself
back of the
together.
airplane and
You
he
harness
goes.
yourself together with someone and jump out together, so it's much easier.
How come you're going parachuting?
How come? Because it was to do with the church appeal, the auction of promises and bids and whatever. And it was about the most exciting thing they had, so I thought it'd be quite fun to do.
So you bid for it?
Yes.
Have you ever been parachuting before?
No, never.
How do you feel about it?
It'd be good.
It's amazing what people are going to pay for. Jumping into airplanes.
You're not nervous about doing that?
I probably will be when I get up there, because I don't like flying anyway.
Down the main road, the Holmes' right-hand man on the farm, Brian, has a long day's work ahead. The hop harvest, the most important event in the farm calendar, is now only a few weeks away. The huge hop-picking machine, which has stood idle for nearly a year, is going to need a lot of work if it's going to be ready in time. But Brian's got other things on his mind. He's been through a rough patch, and his daughter Debbie's worried about him.
Having Dad close would be an advantage. And, you know, he likes to see Joe, but obviously with the hours he works, it's quite difficult for him to get through here, whereas, you know, if we were in the village, we could pop round and see him all the time. We were actually living with my dad when Joe was born, and obviously to get a place of our own, eventually we had to move out. So it's quite hard for him.
Because you've had some bad news, haven't you?
Yeah.
And that's affected things. Tell me about that.
My brother Paul, he was killed in a road accident in London a couple of months ago, and you know, it's been an upsetting time for all of us, and you know, I would have liked to have been like closer to my dad than we have been, you know, to give him more support and everything. But
how's your dad coping with what's happened?
I suspect how any parent would cope, you know, losing a child. Well, he's not a child, I know that, you know, Paul was an adult, but losing one of your children, it must come very hard to him. I mean, it's hard enough for us, you know, losing one of our brothers sort of thing, but it's been even harder for my dad.
Because you're a close family, aren't you?
Yeah, we've always been very close, and Paul was going to be godfather to Joe, but we hadn't got round to, like, getting him christened and that, so... But he always used to come out and babysit. You know, I used to ring him a couple of hours' notice, and he'd come out and babysit for us, and we used to go out, you know, and he'd stay with Joe, with his girlfriend Michelle, and they'd look after Joe for us. So I've lost a babysitter as well as a brother sort of thing. It's really hard.
Because you lost your mother not so long ago.
Yeah, it's just over 5 years now. You know, so that brought us all closer together, you know, than we were already. And now we've lost Paul as well. It's taken the heart out of the family, I think, you know.
Oh, sorry.
I think it'll be fine.
I have this one on my left, I think.
Just down the road, Hilda and Margaret, the indomitable sisters who've raised so much money for the Church Restoration Fund, are praying for a sunny day.
Shall I shut it?
I think I have.
The sun has got his hat on, hip, 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 hooray! The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today. Now we'll all be happy, hip, 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 hooray! The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today. All the little boys excited, all the little girls delighted. What a lot of fun for everyone, sitting in the sun all day. All the little birds are singing, all the little gnats are stinging. All the little bees in twos and threes, buzzing in the sun all day.
Everything's set for tea in the churchyard. Hilda and Margaret are confident of a good turnout for their latest fundraising wheeze.
I'm going to meet somebody else again tonight.
Are you really?
Yeah. I've got another date tonight.
Oh, God. How many have you been on now?
This is the fifth one.
The fifth one?
Yeah. He's 40. He's got brown hair. Apparently, I've been told by Karen, you know, when you ring into DH and you get... I mean, I've got a profile for him and I've got a photograph of him.
Yeah.
I know that he hasn't got a big wart on his nose, or he's not bald, or he's not fat. Well, we think that this could be it. This could be the one.
Oh, good. I hope it is anyway.
I hope so.
Bye-bye then.
See you then. Bye.
Hilda, the wind's getting up a bit. I wonder if it's going to be all right.
Quite a few clouds, aren't there?
Well, the sky's blue over there.
Yeah, but perhaps it'll clear up in time before they arrive. Well, it's a shame having got all the tables out. We've got to move them in again.
Oh, it'll be okay.
Whatever hearts may desire, whatever life may send, this is a tale that never will tire. This is a song without end. Love is the greatest thing, the oldest.
Is it important, if I can put it this way, to look sort of sexy? Is that part of what's going through your mind?
No, I don't. No, I think no. I would. No, I think that puts a man off. I wouldn't want to go there and be over sexy. No, not at all. I feel I'm feminine enough as I am, and if I went really sexy, unlike with Ed, he was a bit sort of. I felt I could be quite sexy with him because of what he put on his profile, but this chap, I feel that you put somebody off immediately. It's like some women on this dating agency perhaps pose in a bikini on a car, or, you know, and some men would just say, forget it, not going out with her.
But you want to look attractive, though, don't you?
Yeah, attractive, but sexy and attractive. I mean, a woman. What do you call a woman is sexy? I mean, not every man thinks a woman is sexy with whatever on. Some men think a woman with clothes on is far sexier than one without.
But you don't know what he's going to think, do you?
No idea. No idea, so he's going to have to take me as I am.
You seem very calm and collected about all this. Are there any butterflies there somewhere?
Yes, yeah, they are underneath here.
For days and days among